got this big behemoth at a 3-point hitch on.
Go ahead, walk the side there.
Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today I'm just getting up on the farm. You can kind of see that's the field we did last night, and then another one right there. So we did a couple of different fields, and just about all the corn back behind the main farm is done. So we also got corn back in Butch's and in Cahill, so about 150 acres left in Preston is what probably 200 acres. We'll just be safe with that. So 200 acres left in Preston, not too bad. We made a lot of corn stalk bales lately. We got to move a lot of corn. We got a lot going on, guys. We still got probably 500 acres left of corn to harvest. See the electricians up at the bin. We have the bin crew working on getting our bin next door hooked up. I'm just getting to the farm. Let's see what's going on. So the guys are off doing chores right now. Probably Pat and Nathan. Brian's moving corn stalk bales that Nathan baled last night. My dad ended up taking the Steiger and grain cart up to Bellevue last night because he didn't have a ride, as I mentioned in the previous video. And the 7088 and 12-row folding corn head is actually up at Kuno's right now because I think we broke a wire or something. Lateral tilt wasn't working on the combine. So Kuno's are getting that fixed. And when they're done, they are going to, I think Nathan probably going to head up to Bellevue, and then him and my dad are going to be picking my dad's cornfield. Biggest reason we're going to be picking my dad's cornfield instead of all the rest of the corn is my dad's corn is going to be separate from Pat's just because it's my dad's. So we're going to put it in a separate bin, and that bin's empty right now.
Look at the sun come up there. It's about 7:30 on Monday morning. Today is going to be a gorgeous day. It might be the last day for a while. Sounds like it might get a little chilly after today. Rain coming in tonight. But the game plan, as you can see, I am dressed up kind of. What is the bud man going to do today? One thing I didn't tell you about is I have another kind of a gig. I'm actually a substitute teacher. So my wife needed someone to sub for, I think, 3rd grade class this morning from 8 till 11:30. I said I could do that. Game plan today is I'm going to go into school, be in a 3rd grade class till about 11:30. I'll go home, change clothes, and head out to the farm and jump in Big Red. And hopefully, with a little luck, we'll get my cornfield out today, and then tomorrow, in between rain showers, I'll walk those cows up there. That's what I want to do. Now, if we get it done, that's another thing. But that's what's going to go on. You get any comments, concerns, write them down. We'll get them answered. If you haven't liked us yet, go ahead and like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe.
Change the plans already. I'm starting to sound like Brian Brown. But anyway, so I just talked to Nathan. He's just finishing up with chores. I'm actually going to go start dumping this truck that I had last night, just the back hopper's ready. And then I'm going to go ahead and start raking. We got the 656, and I need to rake up because we need to bale about 100 bales worth. Nathan's actually going to start baling once I start raking. But basically what I need to do is dump this truck, get the 656 filled up with fuel while that's dumping, take the 656 and start raking. That way Nathan can start baling. And when I'm done raking, Nathan and I are going to switch. I'm going to finish baling corn stalks. He's actually going to get the 340 out. We're going to start ripping. Woo! Spring tillage 2021, starting today. Oil's good. Time to start this unit up. I'll take a little bit to warm up, or at least air up. So I'm gonna start the leg, move this thing forward, and then get moving. All right, so I got the leg starting up this truck. So what I had to do was turn on our wet leg and turn on our conveyor. That basically just runs the leg and this conveyor. Take grain up here, up to the top in the wet bin. We don't have a dryer running because everything's full here.
Well, hello everyone, I'm back. I got my day in, actually a half a day in of teaching 3rd graders in Bellevue here. I walk into the classroom there and I had Aiden say, "Hey, I know you. I watch your videos at Hartung Family Farms." I thought that was kind of cool. A big old shout out to Aiden. He's a 3rd grader who watches Hartung Family Farms. Aiden, good job. Day went well. Kids were good. Kept them busy. So now I'm gonna get out of this nice clothes here, go home and put on my farming clothes. Talked to Pat a little bit ago. He's gonna head up here about 12:30, quarter to 1. He should be up in Bellevue. So I'm gonna go out and make sure the gates are all opened up, and I'm gonna take down probably a little electric fence. We'll see you out there when we get out there to Jeanette's corn.
Let's head over and start up the 656, see what we're doing for gas. If we're over half tank on gas, I think I'll be fine. But we're under that, I'll go fill it up because this 656 is a gasser. So it does not run on diesel like 90% of our farm equipment does. But it's small, but it's a little small for the speed rake, but we'll make it work. We're in reverse. Don't want to be in reverse. So I'm gonna go see how we're doing on gas. Might just fill it up. This thing's pretty decent. It's a nice unit. TA doesn't work though. That's no good. Oh well. Loading her up, or unloading her. Jesus.
I thought was the camera on.
Yeah. Snuck up on me like a spider monkey. Alright, I'm just waiting to hear until I hear green, stop dribbling down, then I'll shut the leg off. Alright, so this truck is empty. They're gonna take the 2 good trucks up to Bellevue, I do know that. Basically to Cletus is probably gonna be running trucks. Brian, Nathan, or myself is gonna be dumping. Someone's gonna be raking and then baling, and the other person's gonna be doing tillage. Probably Nathan's gonna be doing tillage, so I'm either gonna be baling or dumping trucks. I'm gonna go park this thing out of the way, fill the 656 up with fuel, and then Nathan and I are talking about hooking the 340 onto the ripper. Let's do it.
My farming clothes on now. You can see they're rags to riches here. Just got a hold of Pat. He texted me he's on his way up. He'll be here in about 30 minutes. So somewhere around 1 o'clock we should get things going. With a little luck, we'll get these 33 acres or 30, yeah, whatever acres. Get mine done, and then tomorrow I'll turn those cows out into this piece we get done today. So hopefully we'll get it done. Okay, I'm heading up to the west field here to open this gate up so that way Pat doesn't have to get out when he gets up here with the combine to do it. He can just run right in and get her going. So that's what we're doing here, up this long hill. And hopefully tomorrow I'm going to walk these cows up this hill and get them in this cornfield. So we're going to see what happens. There's the gate I'm going to open up. So these are pretty simple gates. They're just cattle panels. So what I'm going to do is just open them up, swing them over there, swing one over there, and that way he can just drive right in here. Okay, so we got the gate open. We just turn one out over there, turn one out over there. This way he can just come right in here with the combine, get right inside here, put his head down and just come up, and then he'll go one way or the other. So we'll see what happens. Corn looks good. Hopefully it yields pretty good. Go down this long road. It's got to be close to a half a mile, I bet. Nice timber. Won't be long, we'll be deer hunting out here. Okay, maybe it's a quarter mile long. And we're down at the bottom. Gravel road over there. I'm gonna run up and get old Big Red going, and we'll come back down here.
That thing must be warming up because she's cold-blooded. This thing's still got that air leak right there. So hopefully Cletus will get that fixed, but I'm gonna go fill the 656 up with gas. God, Nathan scared the crap out of me. He's gonna get the pallet forks on that skid loader, and then he's gonna hook up the, basically it's called a quick hitch, I believe. You'll see, but we're gonna put that on the back of the 340, and she is a bear. Let's go fill this thing up with gas. Gassing. And of course the GoPro died, and right as we're pulling it up, but we got this big behemoth with a 3-point hitch on. It was a pain. Job well done. So now I need to go pick up Brian. It's time for lunch with Grandma. And then I need to find you guys a new GoPro battery. It's kind of hard to see, but there's Brian. He's hooking onto a 6-pack. Alright, just got done with a delicious dinner from Grandma again. She said she didn't have enough time, so she made us made rice, fried potatoes, fried beans, and a couple other things, and pie. If that's her minimum meal, good lord. So, like I said, I'm going to start in the 656, start raking. Nathan actually took a semi up to Bellevue. Pat's been running corn up for my dad, so my dad's 6 loads are going to go here up in this bin up at Jerry's, so I'm actually probably going to unload it too, so I'll explain a little bit later. But Nathan's going to run 1 load, and then he's going to come back here, hook up the ripper to the 340 and start ripping, while Brian and I are going to rake and bale corn stalks. But you guys are probably wondering, like, why in the heck are you baling corn stalks? What does that do? Well, corn stalk bales are very good bedding for our cattle. Really, really good bedding, so I'll explain a little later. I actually forgot my headphones. It's definitely getting windy out, guys. This is probably gonna be the last day that we'll have of these 70-degree weather. So I'm definitely gonna enjoy it while I can. Gonna be doing this cold job, but it is what it is. So let's get moving in our Kuhn speed rake, 12-footer, 6-wheel. Get her moving.
got the Bud Man here back again in beautiful Jackson County, Iowa, home of Hartung Family Farms. We are heading way over there, about 3 hills. I just got to go the long way. Pat just got there a little bit ago, so he's up there probably opening up the field. So we're going to head down there and see if we can get that field done. He was saying something about we're going to try to get something done over here at the Highline field yet tonight. This field not down yet. Whoever's making a lot of corn stalk bales over there. The Highline field is way over there. You can see it way over the distance. Hopefully we'll get that knocked out. So we'll see what happens.
While we're running, I'm running the 656 in our cruise speed rate. I mean, a road gear is basically idling. Because these rakes actually do better the faster you go. It's gonna be a bouncy couple hours doing this. Well, maybe not a couple hours, but at least an hour. Alright, so I'm just looking at the job I'm doing. Look at all that corn on the ground. So this is the windrow. Doesn't look near as good. This windrow is actually kind of crappy. Yeah, I don't know what to do. This windrow is just not that good when you got all these stalks standing. It's losing stuff. So what I mean is when you got the row standing, the rakes, the teeth jump and they don't get as clean of a sweep like right here. You can see almost the dirt. Look how big that windrow is. That's what we want. Yeah, this thing definitely does better the faster you go. You just must provide more spring pressure or something. So I'm creating much better of a windrow when I'm going faster. Just keep going along, I guess. Doing a road gear about low to mid idle or so. But like I said, what we're doing is that we're baling up our corn trash. What that does is it provides bedding for our cattle. We put it on where they lay and sleep throughout the year. It just provides them like, think of it like fresh sheets for a cow. That's basically what it is. Line is off running right there. So he's got his first bales going. So let's keep moving. Kicking his butt. He's got to go slower because he's picking up my windrows. I just got to choo-choo it along. Nutrient, one of the local ag service providers, is running anhydrous. Hydrospar is actually right behind me, about a mile to my west. And you can actually see, you guys probably can't see it right now, but the Deere tractor on a nice 60-foot tool log. And there's Everhart. Everhart must be running anhydrous too. In a meeting, gotta stop, gotta talk. Every year that's usually a once on a weekend plant or anything. It's usually like 4 times the size of that, so kind of happy with it this year.
Okay, we're just turning in the gate hole in my big pasture, we call it. Flashers off, we don't need those in here. Last year we had to put that gravel in there. It was so muddy, so wet that our semis couldn't get in and out. So that's why that gravel's there. Don't have to worry about that this year, hopefully. There's a road we put in a couple years ago to go up to the food plot. So we'll truck on up to the cornfield. We'll see up top. We'll walk the side there. As you see, there's not a lot of room for Big Red to get up here, but we're making it slowly but surely. Once we get up in the cornfield, we should have to take a right. We'll go around the first round. We go around that way because they will have to dump. Made a spot for me to dump into my grain cart. I'm hoping to yield somewhere around 190 to 200 bushels to the acre. So hopefully we get that. See how he cut in here. Ooh, got some down stuff in there. Looks like the coon damage. He should be waiting for me when I get up here. I gotta get up here and get these trees cut off of this dike here. I gotta get a hold of Travis because he's gonna come up and fix this dry dam up here. I got a leak somewhere in the. This is tile coming out. That's what these orange markers are for. Right there. This is the one that needs work on. That Travis Kemp coming up. Gonna have to go in there and reshape that. Hook things back up. See how it's washing away down here. Good or not.
So like I said, what we are doing is we are raking up the cornfield that we had. So all that's left standing are the stubble and the stalks that the corn I didn't cut off. So we're raking that into a windrow right here. Brian's coming along and baling it within a couple hours. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move them up close to our cattle yards. And like I was saying before, give them throughout the year. It's basically like bed sheets for them. And they love this stuff. And we do this on our spot that has down corn, because that way You know, we're not just leaving corn out in the field like this. 80% of the corn that we drop, the ears, because it was down, gets raked into the windrows, and it basically just give the cows an extra treat. The cows love this stuff. Here's a video of us when they were bedding them. You can kind of see when we get these cattle, these bales, they absolutely go nuts and they love it. So let's get going on my second to last pass. Then I'm gonna do something else. I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna do yet because I don't even know. This thing's just a six speed with a TA. Basically a forward and reverse, high and low. So I'm running this thing in 5th gear because it's road gear basically. Because the faster I go, the better this thing does, the better this rake does. Here we go. All done, got my 24. Now I'm gonna go probably pick up bales because for some reason Nathan is not back with the first semi, so I might give him a call and then I'll start picking up bales.
Okay, there's the first dump out of my field that's going into the cart. Hopefully we'll get about 15, 16 more of these dumps would be great. But we'll have to wait and see when we're done. Actually I liked about 25, but we'll settle for 18. In Jeanette's Hartung Schrader field, Westfield. So that's why he goes around this way to where we're going this time, so he can back off in there and they can dump on me. And then once we get going, we'll go the other way. That way we can dump on the move, on the go it's called. Time is energy, energy is money, money's time, time is money. So you just got to keep going because there's a long ways to go before we get done. I think he said there's somewhere between 350 and 375 acres of corn to do between Bellevue and Andrew before we get back down to Preston. We got a long ways to go. This down corn here is not from the wind, that's from animals. Deer, coon, turkey. Usually the first 12 rows will get that. Now they're into the second 12 rows. You can see it down here. Here's another spot where they hit it right down there. Well, here's another bad spot. Look at that. That is sad. That is called coon and deer damage. Coon and deer damage. Okay, here's dump number 2.
Do you have a fruit plot this year?
Yeah, right out here there's probably about an acre of turnips and stuff, and I put some pumpkins and other stuff in there. The other stuff is just weeds. I didn't get a good kill on the Roundup for some reason, because all that yellow stuff is supposed to be the food plot, but it didn't kill it.
All done with the Farmall 656 and then coon speed rake. And it's not a 12 foot, it's 12 basket. I misspoke earlier. Give Nathan a call and then I'll probably hop in the loader tractor, start picking up bales. I don't have anything else to do right now. Right now I'm just leveling this behemoth of a 3-point hitch right now. What that's doing, it just has 2 turnbuckles on each end. And that basically just controls, because it's pinned right here. It's got a movable turnbuckle right there. So I'm just leveling it right now. And then when Nathan gets back, I'm gonna help him hook up to the ripper and he's gonna start ripping. All right, there we go. So it's level. Now Nathan, all he has to do is basically line up this hook. The other 2 will fall into place. They'll just rest on this kind of gap right here. When you flick these down, locks it in, and he's ready to roll. So let's wait for him to get back. Let's move some bales in the meantime. Sure, trust my gut. Thought I heard Nathan over there coming in with that Jake brake, and I did. So I'm gonna take a pickup over there. Probably switch him spots once he gets going. That way he can get this ripper hooked up. And then once he gets going, I'll help him get going and then go start moving bales. When I see Cletus coming in with a truck, I'll switch places with Cletus. He can take a truck and get moving because we don't want Cletus dumping. It's kind of hard to dump over there, so I'll be doing it because Cletus is almost 80 years old and I'm a long ways from it.
There's the food plot. A bunch of green stuff is the turnips, radishes, a couple apple trees out there we planted. Just picking corn, that's all we're doing. Okay, we just made the first round of 12 rows. This is where we entered right here. Now you'll start another 12 rounds. And here's our gate hole. Now we just make the fields go shorter and shorter. Hopefully. Wheels on the tractors just go round and round. There's another spot right there. See how it's down like that? Dang deer, dang coon, dang turkeys. They're eating good anyway. I guess they gotta eat too. Partly cloudy, partly sunny. Depends how you look at it. That glass half full, half empty. Now you can see we're going to a different direction. This way we can unload on the go. I stay about 4 rows out from him because he's got a long 12 row head. So we just go round and round. Corn eat machine, that's what it is.
So now we're gonna work on my dad's corn. So this corn right here in this truck is the first load of my dad's corn. That's right, my personal family's corn of this year. We have 32 acres that we are harvesting today. To put that in perspective, that is 32 football fields. I don't know any other references, but you just have to look up an acre. But basically, like I said, my dad owns over 300 acres, but 66 of that is tillable. Of those tillable acres, we raise corn every other year, and then soybeans the third year. So corn, corn, soybeans, corn, corn, soybeans. This year we had one field of soybeans, one field of corn, and I apologize if it's windy out. And because it's corn you usually harvest it a little bit wetter than what you store it and sell it at. This corn is coming in as about 18 to 20%. So what we're doing is all the corn going in this bin is going to get dried through our shipper system, basically hot air, and gonna dry it. And then we're going to keep it in this bin because it's my dad. Because we want to keep it separate from all the rest of the crops that we bring in because that's Pat, or Nathan. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be trucking for my dad. We're hopefully going to get 6 loads out of it, so I'm going to get 2 more. So we'll get up there and get a little drone footage for you guys. Here we go. This truck's done and over with. 1 down, 6 to go, or 5 to go. And yes, that thing does not have a hydraulic motor on it. Gotta pull it by hand. So I'm running behind. Cletus left about 10 minutes ago. So I need to get my butt moving. Let's get moving, gotta get the seatbelt on, and we'll head out. Nathan just pulled in with the ripper. There's all the windrows I made. Let's see, I want that V1100 Brent grain cart. That'd be a nice addition. A 470 road track would be pretty nice. And then there's that 8250 right there. That would be freaking awesome. Just saying. Here's the beautiful part of the drive to Bellevue. You got Highway 52 between Clinton and Davenport is amazing. You can see the Mississippi River to the right. If you would have came up here 3-4 weeks ago if we were harvesting, this would have been all full of leaves. Driving the scenic road right along the river. I'm 50 feet from the Mississippi River right now. It's gorgeous and beautiful Jackson County, Iowa. Hey guys, you know the drill. There is too much footage for one video, so I'm going to go ahead and split this one up into 2 right here. And just so you know, another week of a video every single day, so be sure to hit that like button. It's a lot of work on my end, but I'm trying to get caught up for you guys. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.